Don't wonder, just ask us.
I'm Lauren Sarafan.
I'm Angelo Eros.
And we're winning, but we're not Charlie Sheen. Duh. Anyways, I know it's crazy, but I can't stop watching it. I can't stop watching Charlie's Corner, where he is doing a Ustream of himself talking to his new agent, where he is like, this gold I make from tin cans. It's like this crazy, like, my favorite part of it is that warlocks are angry that he's kind of calling himself a warlock. If I was a warlock, I'd be like, winning, he's one of us. I don't know. I mean, everyone has an opinion about what's going on with Charlie.
I didn't even care who he was before any of this, and I just didn't realize he didn't have teeth. And I was like, wow, really? And you're on a hit show? I mean, no teeth? And then I'm like, wait. I'm like, this is an old interview. I'm like, what? Wait, that's a whole different person. I'm like, he's wearing the same clothes, like an idiot. He hasn't taken a bath.
Right. But also, okay, so he likes to pay hookers a lot of money. And I was thinking, there are women out there, you're the highest paid actor on television, you can get it for free, winning, but the idea is that he's paying them because he's annoying. I mean, if someone kept on saying, look, I have tiger's blood, I have Adonis DNA, do you understand that my alchemy and what is coming out of my fingertips, and I'm an F-18 and I'm a G6, I'd be like, you need to pay me to stand next to you. I mean, that's a lot.
And you want to know what's funny? I don't think, here's the thing, I think it's a mental breakdown. I don't even think there's drugs involved. I really don't. I just think that is somebody, it's pressured speech, it's mania, it's like, it's bad. It's just, and I'm watching it and I'm like, oh.
But it's also that crazy, crazy narcissism. And, I sit next to this guy and you have nothing on Charlie. I mean, Charlie's like, I won Best Picture at 20. No, Oliver Stone won Best Picture at 20 for Platoon. You were in it. I mean, let's kind of, meanwhile, but it's hard. Your dad played the, President of the United States for 10 years, and everyone wanted him to be President of the United States. So Martin Sheen, it's tough. He gets to watch Apocalypse Now, an amazing movie, and go, Dad. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I hope the crash isn't too big, but it's going to be public, just because he's opened himself up for that.
And you know what, and, I just think that it's just, hello, wreck, your train is calling.
Yeah.
I just think it's going to keep going into the same thing. I'm tired of it. I don't even want to see it. I'm like, fast forward. It's kind of getting to the point now where I'm like, it's given so many comics material.
Right.
It's like annoying.
But also him doing his own spoof on Funny or Die. It's almost not funny because it's just him. I mean, what are you going to do? And so it's a bit much. But meanwhile, he just booked like a stand-up or something where he's going to be doing a tour because he's bringing you the Tornadoes of Truth, and it sold out in 18 minutes online.
The worst.
We won't be going. Yeah. Again, just ask us. No one called. No one asked us about Charlie, but we're telling you.
We're telling you. And we have a question, so let's hit it.
Okay.
Dear Angelo and Ms. Egoista.
Ooh, Egoista. I like that.
Since I was a small child, I always knew there was something different about me. And lately I've realized that I have a spirit living in my home with me, whom I finally have acknowledged, but I don't know what he wants. I'm ready to learn how to use my perception gifts, but I don't know where to start. Please give me some advice and anything juicy you might see. Besos.
Besos.
Was that someone from Spain?
Besos. I like that. Besos. That's my winning.
All right.
Besos.
Is it? Okay. Okay. I'm gonna open up with this one first.
Because all I have to say is that it's a man.
Well, okay. You've always known you were different from a kid. Blah blah blah. Guess what? We're all entitled to the same amount of divine guidance that everyone has. So good for you for knowing that it's happened while you were a kid. But everybody has that. Now you want to work with yours. That's a great step because you've said to yourself, hey, I want to work with my intuition. And now how do I go about doing that? That's what I would do. You're telling me that there's a man in your house and you know he's a spirit, but you don't know anything about him. The only thing that I ever found out that would be, and here's a funny thing, I get hired to go to people's houses. Well, the realtors, I go to the house and then I just walk through the house and I do what's called a medium walkthrough because I do well on locations. And I just see if there's anybody that's passed or any like weird residue or is this place crazy, it's not a feng shui thing either. It's just, is there a psychic imprint of a bad energy or was there a murder there? Was there a lot of robberies? And generally I pin it right to the exact window, the location, the spot. You see me do crazy shit.
Yeah, of course.
But you want to know what? I think if you know that
he's come in and have any man leave sometimes.
Yeah.
They're not easy to get rid of.
I have that gift. But I just want to say that with what invites a spirit to talk to, if you want to facilitate communication, is vanilla candles always work. I don't know why, they just always do, like lavender work for protection. This can go back to a pagan-y thing and, you know, witch pooey, but I generally, when you work with your intuition and say you're living with a ghost or you're living with something that definitely identified itself and you're sure of that, just say, hey, I know you're there, and, you know, you're not welcome or you're welcome, and just leave me alone. And they have to listen to you. It's not vice versa. So that's where Hollywood tweaks everybody and makes them into this, you know, insane, like, paranormal activity crap. It's never happens. It doesn't happen, and you don't have the high voltage enough of discipline as an intuitive or as someone who, you know, wants to learn to actually work with spirit rescue, which is actually helping ghosts cross over.
Spirit rescue.
No, that's
Spirit
a very
rescue.
hard.
CSI.
Yeah,
Spirit rescue.
No, but it's like believe it or not, it's like the Jennifer Love Hewitt Ghost Whisperer crap.
It's next level. It's next level.
With the halter top and choker. But no, it's actually what it is it's crossing a spirit over, but it's not that they already crossed over. That's the everyone's biggest problem.
So it's spirit re-rescue.
It's re-rescue. It's moving them. I say with my hand because I've done it. It's very exhausting, intuitive work. And when I do one, I am wiped for the whole day. I'm wiped for the whole weekend. And it's just like, it's like I've been to the white party. I'm like, I'm done here. I partied all weekend. I just took spiritual ecstasy. I hate everyone. I'm in a downer. No, because it wipes me out because I get to their level and I push the spirit to move over or move on, not to, you know, exorcise it or anything like that, which, like Charlie Sheen, he probably needs like a little bit of an exorcism going on in his house.
Right.
There's some funky juju there. You know, so just basically smudge, clean. That's the basic stuff that I would say to follow it.
Smudge stick.
As you also said that you wanted to know about whether or not you should follow this, I feel like you're going to stay more in the corporate America area in your life, and I think that where you are there is where you're good. So your intuition and stuff that you develop, make it a hobby, because if you make it a hobby, it's going to come out in your work, and you're going to be a high vibration.
But don't talk about this at
the
water cooler.
Yeah,
no.
But you're going to be like a high vibration and more intuitive. You're going to learn and do well, but you're going to take it into your business, and you take it into that corporate America, and then you know how dingy and dark it is. You're going to be someone that everyone wants to go to because you have that light, airy feeling, because you're exercising your psychic chakras, and you're working with yourself and your intuition. That's my advice to you is to take it as a hobbyist. Learn it on the side, and you'll see what's good and what's bad. As for the guy, it's fine. And if you like them, just burn a vanilla candle. They love that for some weird reason.
Well, I love vanilla. It smells like cake. But anyways, you know, and men like food. Come on. But I say don't give it too much, you know. Let's not like turn it into, you know, you're having a whole relationship. I think it was Jane Seymour did a movie in the 80s, you know, Ghost Lover, where she has to pretend like she's having sex with a ghost, and it's all, you know, it's all too much. So I'm just saying.
Was there a stand-in? I mean, she has a brown eye and a blue eye. Did you know that? That freaked me out.
I did not know that.
Yeah, she does. Oh my God, it freaks me out. I'm like, which one do I look at?
Know that. But anyways, I'm just saying, you know, let's not, you know, have a whole relationship with this guy. You know, enough. It's annoying. Get rid of him, and like, you know.
Or just honor him and just allow him to exist with you and just say everything's cool here, buddy. Just, you know, you're on my terms. Don't make it Ghost Whisperer with the halter top and choker and be like, I need you to move on. Because, you know what, he's obviously there for a reason.
Just get a candle that smells like frosting. Done!
And you've just asked us.
So